Hey, you, friends, family, and strangers. I'm up. Good morning. Only clocking in at about 4.5 hours of sleep. Life out here on the ranch, kind of rough at the moment because I'm a little tired. Knew a fella who said rule number one, always get 8 hours of sleep. Rule number two, always make your content. As long as it doesn't interfere with rule number one, which is always get 8 hours of sleep. Well, if you live my life, rule number one is always work and make your money so you don't go homeless. Rule number two, always make your content. And always do rule number one unless it interferes with rule number two. I'd rather make content of me being homeless than to avoid going homeless if it came down to it. I'd rather just have content of me going homeless. As far as his rule of always get 8 hours of sleep, mine's more like rule number one, always do a daily video. Rule number two, always sleep unless it interferes with rule number one. Rule number three, try to make the videos not suck unless it interferes with rule number one, which is always make a daily video, which means once in a while they're gonna suck ass, but you're still gonna do one, baby. You're gonna try like hell to pull off a double and banker hook shot at the end before the buzzer, just to try to see if it can be done. All right, get out of my face. I gotta go get the day started. Eat shit.
You're a loser.
You see, once in a while, whether you feel good or not, you just gotta get your ass up and get moving. Get your day started, boy. Get your day started, boy. You're gonna feel extra tired, but I bet you go to sleep on time tonight. See, that's what happened last night. And every night, I stay up too late, fiddle flocking around on a fucking television, watching other people live a fun life while I'm working, doing fucking slave labor for minimum wage. And you know what? To try to escape that, what do you do at night? You stay up late, browsing, scrolling, FaceTime, or screen time, I should say, blah, blah, blah. You stay up too late, which makes you perpetually too tired all the time to never get up early enough, just early enough to go to work, just enough to maintain that 9 to 5 grind. So I thought I'd try to break the cycle and get up after 4 hours of sleep and make this shit happen. And hopefully tonight, I'm so damn tuckered out, I actually go to bed before I have time to blow in your mouth. I fall asleep. That's the goal. I was gonna do some rail grinds with my skateboard, but I guess not. Crunch, crunch, crunch. You may be asking yourself, what is that crazy Doug up to this time? Or maybe you don't give a shit. But I'll tell you anyways. I'm out here looking for some good location to shoot an upcoming project. It's pretty much the story of my life. And as you saw, I just turned because look at this shot of this wobbly, crazy sidewalk. Every day is a winding road. Dun, 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 dun. This is a fun time. Not really sure why this bridge is here. It doesn't really need to be, but kind of cute still. If you was a random millionaire like me, for funsies, would you buy this big, giant, 5-story empty office building and convert it into your own personal funhouse? All kind of ditty parties up in there. Bring the lube, baby. There was a couple giant geese, 2 of the biggest geese I ever seen, like steroid geese here earlier, that were raising so much hell. It was almost like if you were here talking to somebody, you'd just have to wait for them to shut up so you could hear each other talking. But now they're gone. It's just the cute little dackies now. They can go back to enjoying their frickin' pond. Welcome to the city of Dublin Storm. Whatever the fuck that means. I got some work done today. Unlike yesterday, actually got up with enough time to do something. Did it run smoothly? About as smooth as my hair did. But I'm still happy because at least I got my arson gear, not when it should have. Because right now I'm driving home frantically trying to make a deadline so I can move on to the next obligations of the day. I am just now hit with a wall of hunger. I haven't eaten anything today. I got a hot shit in the chamber. These 2 problems would not be problems had I got up when I said I was going to get up and got started when I said I was going to get started. But hey, actually got up and got started at some point. I'll take that. Gotta wait for this car to turn in front of me and almost hit me. But like I say, at least I got up and got started at some point. I'll take that for me, given my problems lately. I'll take that as a fucking win, baby. Smile, dude. You're on camera. Wave to the camera. This random van scoping me out. Cam back, baby. Cam back. Let's see. I gotta leave my driveway to head to work here in exactly 1 hour. Might be a problem since I'm not even home yet to heat up a bucket of water for 40 minutes, edit a video, which just means throw the clips on, put the intro slate in place, and create a cool thumbnail, which always takes too much damn time than I ever predict. Get some lunch, or order lunch and pick it up somewhere. Take a hot poop, preferably with a cup of coffee. These are all things I normally reserve about 3 hours for. So I'm looking at 1/3 a meal, 1/3 poop time, which means I'm gonna have to poop. I'm gonna have to pinch off this turd at about 33% complete. and save the other 66.33333 repeating percent of this turd until tomorrow, which probably is not going to happen. You know what? My shits are important. I'm probably just going to have to be late for work, dude. Sorry, dude. And I'm going to try like hell to get up again. Bright ass, bleached ass early. Tomorrow morning. After hopefully 4 hours of sleep. But if I don't get to bed on time, then I'll get up after how many ever hours of sleep I do get. 2, 2.5, 3, 17, whatever.
How are you? Did it in here?
I'm good, Jim. How are you? Except, you know, I don't really have time for your bullshit. I only got an hour to drop. I'm talking, bitch! I only got an hour to drop a hot shit and edit a video, you butthole. Oh shit, he hung up. That's weird. Good to get the fuck out of there before a tornado blows your house in 3, then do it. So, basically what I'm trying to tell you is, if we're not out on the road sightseeing, which we are.
My name is Marshall and I'm on a recorded line. How are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm eating a little wiener.
Alright, that's great. So I'm here to assist your Medicare benefits and saving option. So I believe you have Medicare Part A and B, right?
Well, this video is 66% rendered, then I can take a bucket shower. So yes, I do.
What kind of video are you talking about?
It's a video of my gaping asshole that you can stick your tongue in. What's that there? What'd you say?
I don't understand what you're saying. Like, what kind of video?
I said, get on with your script, bitch. Oh shit, he hung up. Had my heart set on Wendy's, but took a wrong fucking turn, dude. So now I'm at Burger King's. That's alright though, because there is a shitload of sirens that just blew down the road right in front of me, and then they all just stopped right there, right down there, which is where I'm going here in a second. So hopefully a house blowed up or something, I can take video of it. And just so we're clear, the chick who took my money and then told me to come up here and wait looked like she does gardening with her bare hands. That's the dirtiest set of nails I ever seen, dude. Dirtier than nails on an old rusty barn, dude. I'm not a meteorologist, but I think it might have rained. But even worse, the staff here at the park took away the porta shitter, which used to be right there up against that wall. Now, a thing of the past. If you want to poop at the park, you just got to do it right on the ground. This, of course, is Broadway Park. Broadway is a thriving metropolis here in Central Ohio. I say that sarcastically because it is a micro town. But I had 2 to 2.5 spare seconds, so I thought I would stop. Isn't that funny? Because I was almost for sure I was going to be late. But now I have time to lollygag. So I guess feeling that pressure is a good thing. I thought I would stop and check in on the Broadway Cemetery, which just last year was heavily damaged by a sweeping, insane bulldozer tornado event that came through Ohio and caused millions of dollars in damage. And one of the hardest hit places was that little cemetery right over there, the Broadway Cemetery. So if you notice my video that I made here shows crews cleaning up, chopping trees, propping headstones back up in place, etc. So let's see. Hopefully it looks all back to normal. What are you gonna do? It is a beautiful day in Central Ohio to be a horse. Nothing to it but to do it. This is the rules of the Broadway Cemetery. But they seem to have forgotten what they learned from last year. They need to add a rule that says, tornadoes, stay away. Because this cemetery literally had, I would say, 75% more trees than it does now. All those trees have been removed because they were so heavily damaged, snapped in half. As you saw from my Broadway Cemetery video entitled Damaged Graves, a lot of those tree parts fell onto headstones, knocking them over. You name it. It was a total chaotic mess. That video has the ominous sound of chainsaws running in the background the whole time. As crews were here that day, I filmed, doing what they could. That flagpole was bent clear over, and the flag on it was a rattered, tattered mess, only because of the high winds that day. This sign in the front and memorial is in memory of PFC Dyer J. Bird, who was, according to that, the first soldier killed in the Rainbow Division, World War I. I don't know if that is someone who lived here in Broadway, the first soldier from Broadway, Ohio, killed in World War I, or the literal first soldier killed by World War I. Anyways, that person is not laid to rest here. He is interned in France, according to that. But I thought that was interesting. I did not notice that last time I was here. Right beside this park, I think it's behind the park, there is a big campground. And about a year ago, I called the lady who owned it, and I asked her, can someone camp there full time and use it as an address? And she said no, which I was very surprised, because when I talked to her 4 years prior to that, give or take, that was the whole point of that place. And I was very interested at the time in camping out, saving some money, making a bigger move without a mortgage company involved in my life, etc. These, by the way, are brand new. These dugouts for baseball, because when those tornadoes came, the old ones got annihilated. A lot of stuff got rebuilt for this park. But anyway, so I don't know if she just told me no because when she talked to me on the phone, she got a bad vibe or something about how we said hello to each other. I assume nothing was unusual, but perhaps on her end, something didn't read right. I don't know. So either they totally changed the point, because when I talked to her before, I met her in person and she showed me around. We talked all about it. And she told me, get a camper, bring it here, set it up. People live here full time. Some people have been here for years. That was the entire point. It was for people that wanted to live permanent on a campsite, I guess. And speaking of those tornadoes a year ago, there is a very similar campground where people live full time in campers to live cheap or whatever. And that particular campsite, Lake View or something like that, got annihilated. People died and stuff. And that's just right down the road from here. But anyway, that chick wasn't having me that time around. She said, to hell with your bush. So she either got a bad vibe about you, boy, or they totally changed what they do and they got tired of people living there full time. But she specifically said on the phone, you can't have an address here. People don't do that here. And I'm like, oh, okay. Or maybe they changed up their method and she's just aggravated at all the people who are used to how it used to be and call her up and ask her about it. And that's why she was all pissy. Or maybe she's just a pissy old lady. What are you gonna do? You gotta do what you gotta do, huh? Whatever you do, don't forget to tailgate me for several miles. We're having a heat wave. A tropical heat wave. Look at that beautiful windshield. It's all crystals and shimmering and shining. Oh, it's so pretty. Would you look at that? It's the Federales out. Oh, there must have been a crash. There's only a crash here like every other day. God forbid you put in a traffic light that actually helps people out. Oh, there must have been something going on. If Trump's here, he'd be pissed. This house is like 20 degrees again. Sons of bitches. Fired up the space heaters in the bedroom and they read 42 degrees. So, I guess it ain't like 20 degrees. I guess it's like 42 degrees, but you get my fucking point, dude. Either way, sucks rabbit dick. And, I don't know why we're here. You want to meet the family? I got my sleeping bag in the dryer cooking. Hang on. Let me set a timer here. Set a 15-minute timer.
15 minutes, starting now.
I cooked it for 10 minutes last several nights. But last night it felt like it just got cold again inside that sleeping bag too quick. So I don't know if 15 minutes does it any good, if it's going to get even hotter, or if it's just going to like cap out at 7.5 minutes and that's it. A couple members of the family right here. This is my grandfather, Reverend Ora R. Crabtree. That's him right there. This young man was born in 1912. Went to be with our Lord in 1984, 2 years before I was ever born. Never met him, obviously. However, my mom said he was probably the nicest person you'd ever meet in your life if you ever had a chance to meet him. That he treated her like very nice. Treated everybody like gold. That's him again right there. And his wife, my grandmother, Crabtree, Mary Crabtree. This is both their obituaries on the sides. And on the bottom here, this little article on the bottom is when they celebrated their 43rd wedding anniversary. So this is from 3 different dates, obviously, from newspapers. Found those articles online, printed them, put in their photo. I don't remember where I got that photo, but I'm assuming it's when I got my hands on these other photos. That same woman, Mary, is also right here in my house. Hang on, let me spin this around. That's my grandma Crabtree. Now her, I did meet. She passed away when I was like 15. Let's see. Trying to look at the date on here when she passed away. She was 78 years old when she died. She died on September 16th, 2000. So I was like 14 years old. Something like that. Anyways, she was a good person. That's an understatement. She was such a modest, loving, family first type woman. And my most standout memory of her that kind of sums up her character and her thoughts and her mentality was she struggled. Her and Grandpa struggled, but they made the best of it. They were ass-kicking machines, dude. But one day when I was a little boy, back in the day. I'm a big boy now. I came to her house and went inside, and I smelled some food. I walked into the house a little bit and walked into the kitchen, and she had all 4 burners bubbling over with stuff. Green beans and corn and whatever else, taters or whatnot. And I said, "Oh, Grandma, when are we going to eat? That looks so good." And she said, "You ain't going to eat a bite unless I get a hug first." So I ran over to her and jumped in her arms, and she was a big old lady, and I just was nothing in her big arms, I was a little kid. And that's how she was 24/7. Her first thought was on family and inclusiveness and keeping everybody together. And the weird thing about that is someone who is that way and raised a bunch of boys and girls, they had a bunch of kids. It says she was survived by her loving family, 3 daughters and son-in-law, and then it lists the boys, three or 4 sons, including my biological father. You would think a woman like that and a man like that, who raised all them youngins and showed them what love and family is supposed to be like, you would think any of those kids were worth a fuck, who would ever pick up the phone and call anybody, like me, for example. Even when meeting me in public and being told, "That's your nephew, by the way," still don't fucking say hello. Awkward. A tiddly bit awkward. That's all I got to say. However, the weirder side of my family, relatives, is my mother's side. Who, guess what? This number ain't changed in years and years and years. Guess when the last time a blood relative, other than my own mother, other than that one person, any blood relative on either side has ever sent me a text or placed a phone call? Let me look at my calendar. My calendar doesn't go back that far. It has literally been years. I was the last person that I remember that was trying to get anybody together for any kind of family function to do anything. Then there was the group of folks who wanted to get together to be a bunch of violent name callers and physical fighters. I mean, there was fist fights at little kids' birthday parties and stuff. It all started to, like, when you spin a top, it spins, and then eventually, plop, it falls. That's them. And I still to this day ain't got nothing against them, but I'm pretty sure they got something against me, because I'm putting the can to my ear, listening through that string, and there ain't nobody saying a fucking word on the other side. Speaking of your dumb moose-antlered bitch of a cousin's nephew, it's time, once again, for your movie recommendation. Is it Misery? Is it Nothing to Lose with Martin Lawrence? Is it Mulan? Mr. I'll make a man out of you. Is it Paul? Everybody's Bi on My Planet. It's all about the pleasure thing. Is it 1 Hour Photo? No, we've already did 1 Hour Photo, you big silly. It's American Psycho, starring Willem Dafoe and Christian Bale. Probably the craziest movie of Christian Bale's you're ever going to see, despite all the crazy ones like The Machinist and the Batman films, and you know what I'm saying? American Psycho. This is one of the recommendations that's a little bit more popular than the rest I've recommended because a lot of folks know this one. However, it needs to make the list today, my friends, because there's still too few of people who have seen it. You know how a horror movie, a slasher, a psycho, killer, crazy movie is normally like dirty and gunky and ew and dusty, and there's like just like brains on the floor and a rat and a roach and a Leatherface and a killer possessed doll that stabs you and shit. None of this. This is a very unique, clean, polished, shiny, bright New York City rich man killer movie. Just think the opposite aesthetically as Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but with the same amount of blood, gore, and murder. This, I'm pretty damn sure, is based off of a crazy-ass novel made into a film. Obviously, Jared Leto's in it too, by the way, according to this. But here is a little snibsit, okay? And I always try to tell you when I recommend a movie why I love it so much. Me personally, it's just a wild, crazy, freaky ride that you're going to be ashamed that you like. And you're going to be glad you're not in this guy's life personally. You're going to be glad that you just get to be in it for 2 hours and then leave. You're going to like this guy, Patrick Bateman. You're going to like him for all the good reasons, and you might like him for a couple bad reasons, but it's going to be easy to let that go because you're going to be disgusted with him at the same time. So basically, all that in a nugget shell, it takes you on a wild ride that you do not expect. You don't expect a nice, clean, polished, well-lit, high-budget, beautiful New York City killer movie, right? You expect a house in the woods in the middle of nowhere, and there's no way to get a cell phone signal, and right? Patrick Bateman, played by a Christian Bale, is a Wall Street yippie obsessed with success, status, and style. His co-workers, like Paul Allen, Jared Leto, are just as obsessed with success, style, and status. However, there's one thing that sets Patrick apart from his co-workers. By the way, the character narrates a lot. You get a big sense of what the book would be like to read because you are inside this killer's head, which takes you, it's like you're on a roller coaster, but you have to sit in the front. That's the only seat you're going to get a chance to ride in. And it's freaky. He is also a psychopathic killer who rapes, murders, and dismembers both strangers and acquaintances without provocation or purpose. I don't know if I can totally agree with that because there was a couple slasherings. Actually, I'm pretty sure every kill in this movie, the character says out loud to the person why he's killing them and why he's upset with them. But whatever, hey, somebody had to write this. With Detective Donald Kimball, played by the legend, absolute legend Willem Dafoe, on his tail, Bateman seems to be leading himself into a spiraling downfall of insanity and defeat, and all the while he is still able to throw a few Huey Lewis in the News facts your way, because there's an amazing scene where he cranks up hip to be square, and then he like clobbers the guy with an axe right through his head. So there you go. I painted a picture for you. The rest is just, you're just going to have to see it. I really shouldn't read anymore because you know what? I don't want you to get too much of a sense of what you're getting into. I just want you to be surprised when you watch it. Feels so good. I'm in this warm jacuzzi again, which is like my, my dryer cooked sleeping bag. So warm and cozy.
Makes me want to re-up my membership to the Y so I can put my fucking old stanky balls in the jacuzzi tub that they have at the YMCA while I'm like sitting next to some old man while I have like one of the jets going right in my butthole and stuff. Just enjoying the hot water and the smell of like the chlorine burning my eyes and shit. That's what this hot sleeping bag makes me think of. Maybe I should like get my membership back at the YMCA and just blow another $80 a month for no reason. Speaking of monthly crap and American Psycho that we were, I also, since the last time you spoke to me just now, ordered the American Psycho novel on my Audible account. You know, this is Audible. This is the Doug Crabtree's greatest book ever. Written and read for you by the author, Doug Crabtree, with a giant wiener. I had 5 Audible credits from having a monthly membership that I pay for. And you get a free book every month. Technically, you pay for it, but you pay for it at the membership price. So, a book every month is included with your membership, which charges you every month like $14.80 or some bullshit. I had 5 credits, which means I have not even looked at the account or had any kind of book I wanted to get and read and listen to in 5 months. No wonder I'm so illiterate and stupid. I don't listen to anything freaking educationalistic, you know? So I used my credit. I got down to 4 credits now. I wish that was that way at my job where you get like a vacation day or call off day once a month. That'd be kind of dope, because then I wouldn't blow them all, because I get plenty but only once a year. You know? It'd be cool to get like how many ever minutes they add up to if I could get those daily. So if I need a 5-minute break where I'm about to fucking snap and flip my boss off right to his fucking face, instead I can just time out, take my damn 5 minutes that I earned yesterday. Anyways, wishful thinking, right? So I'm going to listen to the novel that inspired that movie that was in today's movie recommendation. And the only reason I'm telling you this is because 1, it happened, and 2, this just so happens to be one of those episodes where we're chilling at the house, we're doing a couple errands, and we're just spending time with old dad. You know, I've been thinking about this. To go on a site and film something unique and fun for you daily is going to be really tricky. I really want to figure out how to pull it off. I want to figure out like what it takes, or perhaps the team required or whatever, to pull that off. It's like a fascination, an obsession at this point. Now, putting out a daily video, I can pull that off. But putting out a daily video that I'm highly satisfied with, that I think probably doesn't suck, if people would just watch it, they would see, that's been the harder challenge. So far, I would say they're mostly satisfying. Some are like, in my opinion, home run videos. Like the 3 roadside oddities of Dublin. That, to me, I like that one. I thought that was cool. Or how to use a laundromat, or how to take a shower at a truck stop. To me, those are home run videos that do a good job at showing you something kick-ass. Or whatever you want to call it. To me, it's like, that's the trendy, cool shit, and I can do it in a way that's unique because I'm experiencing it, and I'm going to come up with my stuff to joke about while I do it, so let's do it. But anyways, I was just explaining things to fill time, and because they're real, they happen. So there you go. I hope you enjoy that little nugget of juice. And but for now, I'm going to sleep. So Through the power of movie magic, we're going to wake up together here in about 18 seconds. And we're going to start fresh and anew. Another new day. Fresh and anew. From me to you. Don't be a douche. Don't be a douche canoe. Not one, but two. Good night. See ya in 2 seconds. I'm good, Jim. How are you?
This doing fine, thank you, dear. The reason I'm calling you because I'm here to qualify you for the additional benefits of 2025. So may I should know that how old are you? What is your age?
Yes, I'm 71, dear.
Sorry?
I'm 71.
Okay, that's good. And you should have Medicare Part A and B, right?
Yes.
That's good. And you make your own decision, right?
Yes.
That's good. What's your zip code, dear?
Yes. 22332, dear.
Oh, it will be 22332, right?
Yes, dear.
Alright, and what's your first and last name?
Oh, this is Gloria Eugene Steadfastwater, dear.
Gloria, and your last name is
Yep, Steadfastwater, dear.
Steadfast. Oh, can you spell with
Steadfastwater.
me your last name?
What's that, dear?
I say, can you spell with me your last name, please?
Common spelling, yep.
Okay.
Yep.
What's your last name? Can you spell with me?
My last name is Steadfastwater.
Water. Okay.
Yeah. Steadfastwater, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Tree stone water, yeah. Splashing water, yeah. Huh, I wonder why she hung up. I don't get the benefits yet.
Look at that birdseed mix I put down. It also has rabbit food mixed in it. When I pulled in last night, the rabbit was in the driveway, sniffing around, burping, farting, enjoying its meal. And it picks out all the peanuts and all the rabbit food and most of the little corn chunks. It picks out the birds and the rabbit, and it leaves behind all those little poppy seeds. Sons of bitches. And if you put out too much, the shit turns to mush. Then when my hoe train shows up, they come in the house with all this mush in their high heels. Nobody's got a better view of the city than your boy. I think what we ought to do is light that match, then drop it down into there with those matches, and then when that gets to cooking, roast some chips. That's what I think we ought to do. Hopefully it doesn't catch the whole damn county on fire. I mean, it is wet out here. It's wetter than a little boy's ass at a Diddy party out here. Let's see what happens here, boys. Woohoo! America, baby. America, baby. Man, that sure does take a while to light up. You can't get a whole box of matches to blow up, and what the hell can you? It's time to bust out the fucking butane, I guess. You pitiful son of a bitch. Let's try this instead. Well, the whole thing blew a gasket and the pressure of all the match heads lighting at once put out the fire. Couldn't make it up if I tried, boys. This lighter ain't worth a shit. And you know what? These chips I was going to burn, I figured out a better use for them. Let's just give them the little bunny foo-foo all through the forest. Son of a bitch. I just opened the web browser and there's a headline on one of these pages. Where's it at? New update on chance of city killer asteroid hitting Earth in 2032. I tell you what, if you don't get on the internet and pull up good news, you're definitely going to find some bad news. Some poor city's going to get fucking annihilated in 2032, but I ain't got to worry about that. I live outside of a city, so fuck it. Apparently it's only going to hit a city. The view of the city. Now, I'm not all for an asteroid coming and hitting us. However, if one does and I got my camera pointed at it and I can watch the whole fucking town go up in flames, I mean, that would be one fucking badass viral video, babe. There's somebody I wanted to check on, and you may recognize him. Cock Monkey, are you in here? How's it been going? Cock Monkey. Cock Monkey. Hey, over here. Let's see what the hell this guy's been up to these last couple days. Oh, about shit myself on that one, boys. Cock Monkey. Cock Monkey. Over here, Cock Monkey. Over here, Cock Monkey. Talk to me. Hey, Cock Monkey. Hey, Cock Monkey. How you? Oh, you want some fruit? You want some fruit? Oh, what's going on, you stupid bastard? Whoop, 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 whoop. Wave to the nation, Cock Monkey. I don't know if you remember, but this here's fucking Cock Monkey. Been with me for a couple weeks now. We got him, remember when we got him over to Wally World? Cock Monkey. Say, the reason his name's Cock Monkey is because he's a giant cock. Look. Well, he's not technically a rooster, but he's fucking parakeet-dactyl, but still. You know what I mean? Give me a sideways profile with that fucking wang showing. Oh, the little Cock Monkey. Oh, the little Cock Monkey. Oh, the cock monkey. Alright, fuck off now. I gotta do my exit. You guys, sorry we didn't go somewhere today. But still, I tried to have a little bit of fun with you while we could. Before your mom comes to pick you up. I'm glad you still had a couple fun hours with old dad or so. You know what I'm saying? So, I think I've decided to go ahead and fuck my personal budget and just go film good content. Give it good, bad, or shit stain. You know what I'm saying? Because, I'd like to get this shit going, I think. More than probably anything else right now. More than the pressure in my bowels at this moment. See, when I get up, I gotta drop a hot one first thing. That way you stay regular. You know what I'm saying? Activities, baby. Oh, shit. Or Subway subs or whatever if you're me. So, alright, well. I gotta go get Cock Monkey off the ground before he gets mad at me. You son of a bitch, get up here. Never grab a bird by a tail, but if it's a plushie, I guess it's alright. I'm sorry, Cock Monkey. I just trying to be funny. You stay up here and shut your mouth. So, come back again. For whatever reason, we're doing this every single day. And trust me, it's harder than you think. But that's okay.
come back tomorrow mornings, same time, same bitch ass place. Look at the view out my camper, right? Nobody's got a better view of the city than me, yeah. If you want to help me out, you can do so by opening your wallet, going to Patreon, and dropping me a fat stack of singles. Just kidding, I don't have one of those, but should I? Just in case there's a nutcase out there that wants to give me their hard-earned money. Like, people do that. They say, hey, you like what I put up here? And my personal struggles? Behind the scenes? Then you should contribute to our Patreon. Just $84 a week. And it works. Somehow they like quit their job and everything. But anyways, yeah. If you really want to help me out, the only way that's possible at the moment, you'll share this video with your dumb bunnies to help grow the nation. Because a growing audience does help me out a lot, more than you might think. Also, if you want me on your podcast or video project of some kind, all you have to do is drop me the email, DuggaloNation@gmail.com. And, the formula says I'm supposed to eventually get merch and put up a store and whack off your mother and all this crap. And we'll see, there's a lot of things going on in the old dude's brain. So we'll see. We'll get there. But maybe you want to be right here beside me with Cock Monkey and I live and in the flesh. All you have to do is hit me up. But I can honestly say I've not checked that email since day one. But I should one of these days. When I get a couple videos in the chamber and I actually have time to sit down and let it slide out without pinching it off early, then things like checking the email will probably take place. But until then, friends, you stay sexy, classy, and ultra sassy. I gotta go for now. And whatever else I'm supposed to say here. Oh yeah, I do this every day because I have a passion for creating video art. Someone described me as an influencer the other day, and I said, no, bitch, I'm an artist. Sorry, Grandma, for talking to you that way, by the way. I call all my women bitches, Grandma. Don't take it personally. Fucking pterodactyls going by. Did you hear that? I look forward to the day when we're shooting so much out-of-town content, so many sightseer, attraction, tourist content. We're up in the Arch in St. Louis. We're hitting up zoos. We're going to crazy, unique places that people didn't even know existed. Or maybe we're just seeing odd roadside oddities that no one even supposed to know is there, baby. Because we done found them. I look forward to the day when we're doing so much of that shit, I don't even need to try to be funny. And that'll be good. Because I'm not funny at all. Douche.